plus 2, 6 odd days. Fine. Then for next period, that is from 1st Jan 2006, so January, right, February, March, April, and May. So add them. $148. So if you see the total days, right, now you have to convert these into the weeks. So divided by 7, right? So 2, 1, so 21 weeks will be there, plus 1 odd day, and therefore total number of odd days will be equal to 0 plus 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. And that is nothing but 0th odd day, right? And which is Sunday. Fine. So your answer is A. Fine. Now the maximum gap. These are some factual questions whose answers will never change. The maximum gap between 2 successive leap years is what? Sahil, you got it, but unfortunately most of you are writing incorrect answer. Pankaj got it. Someone has also, I think I forgot, Mandar, Kadam, that's fine. See, I suggest read the question again and again. This question must be read 2, 3, 4 times, because whenever this question comes in, the answer is not going to change. So Sudeep, you got it. I think Om, you got it. Yes. So you have to pay the attention to the maximum gap. No doubt 4 years gap is a regular gap, right? After every 4 years, leap year will come in. But what I said earlier, at the end of century or the last year of the century will not be, right? So that may change. For example, right? See what we have considered, right, earlier. So in this case, if I take an example of, say, 19, which one? Okay, 1896, right? I think we have considered for 19th century. So this is a leap year. Is a leap year. Fine. But the next leap year is not a leap year, right? So what would be the next year? 1904 is a leap year, right? Now, what is the difference between these two? So it is equals to 8 years. So maximum we have counted. Therefore, your option should be B. Always keep in mind. Fine. So factual question, you should always keep in mind, right? This particular kind of question. Fine. Now, next one, how many next is how many week end days are in a year? So your options are home, you got it. Avishkar got no some. Kadam, you got it. Om and Kadam, can you write me the logic? Karthik, it is not. Siddharth, you got it. Rest of whatever the three names I have taken, the rest of have selected the incorrect answer. Vedant got it. Okay. Let me explain this. See, answer is 104. That is option D. I will give you a couple of moments. If someone can come across this logic. Yes, Om, it is fine. Yes, yes, Sahil it is. Yes, someone has also written, right? Sahil, yes, I got it. Okay, let's see. So altogether, Sunday and Saturday are known as weekend days. So your question, initially you need to read a question, right? Weekend days, right? So as weekend days, right? 365 divided by 7 is equal to 52 plus 1, right? So these are your weeks. So in every week, there are Sunday and Saturdays, right? 2 is becomes this one. So this is the logic. Fine. And therefore, option D is your answer. So what I wanted you to read carefully is this one, weekend days. That's fine, right? Suppose how many weekends are in a year? What is your answer in the same question? I repeat the question. How many weekends in how many weekends are in a year? Yes. So your answer should be yes. Most of you are, in fact, those who are writing the answer is correct. But only thing is that writing, uh, very less students are writing the answer. So it is option A, 52, right? So that is the case which you can consider. Fine. Now, the next question is, I think again, this is very important. And why to multiply by 2? Because in a week, Sunday is there and Saturday is there. So these becomes 2 days. And we have 52 weeks. So in 52 weeks, there are 2 end that are called weekend days. Therefore, 52 into 2, it becomes 104. Right. The next question, as I was talking, most of you were looking for this question. So how many leap years does 100 years have? Yes, I know most of you will be getting the answer. That's fine. Sahil is writing, Suraj is writing incorrect one. Aviskar has written incorrect. That's the reason I wanted you to. Okay, so let's go through this. How many leap years? Right, in 100 years. Fine, so you have total 100 years. Leap year is, yes, Samin is also writing the logic. So leap year is repeating normally after every 4 years. So let's divide it by 4. So it becomes 25, right? So this is the simple logic. Fine. But itself, last year of that century is not a leap year, right? That means the 100 is not a leap year. Therefore, subtract it from the answer and it becomes your 24 years in a century. And therefore, 76 ordinary years are there in 100 years. Fine. Okay, let me check whether you have understood this or not by next question. Fine. So, next question is, how many leap years do 300 years have? 75, 74, 72, 73. Sahil, why are you writing the incorrect answer? I think again and again. And second thing is that uh, if already the logic is explained for the earlier question, why don't you apply it for the next one? Why are you sticking to your own things? At least try. So most of you are writing uh, the correct answer. Right. So option C is the correct answer. Fine. Now see how it comes. So how many years you have given? 300 years. Right. Same thing. Leap year is repeating normally after every 4 years. So let's divide it by 4. Fine. So it becomes 75. Fine. Now, if it is 75, but it is consisting the centuries last year as 100, next century last year as 200, and the current century last year as 300. Fine. Therefore, this is 1, 2, 3. So you have to subtract these 3 years from the total number of years. So it becomes 72, right? Leap years. Always keep in mind. And therefore, your option is C. Fine. So here it was option B. Fine. So okay. So very simple thing, but again factual thing. See, through these things, okay, how come the 100th year is not a leap year, right? So I think in very first lecture also we have defined the leap year, which is divisible by 4, right? The leap year is a year which is divisible by 4, but not the last year of the century, except 400th century, right? So this is a fact which you have to keep in mind. So 100, 200, 300, 500, 600, 700, 900, 11, 1000, 1100, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1700, 1800, 1900, 2100, 2200, 2300 will not be the leap years, whereas 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000, 2004 will be your leap years, right? Sorry, 2400, right? So these were your leap years, right? This is the factual thing. We have to always remember it, right? So I was talking about through these things, a kind of tricks are being provided, right? So next one is again of the same category. The year next to 2005 will have the same calendar as that of the year 2005. So meaning of the question is shortly, for which year among the given options the calendar of 2005 will repeat. Yes, I think Suraj, you have written the correct answer. Rest of have unfortunately written incorrect answer. So Suraj, can you? Someone has written Rohan. So Rohan and Suraj, I think yes. Can you share your logic? Karthik has shared something, right? And if you see previously, we have gone through these kinds of questions. In fact, we in number two questions we have solved, right? Someone has asked it can be. So answer is yes, it can. Rather it is, right? Yes has written okay. Yes, why not plus 11? Which is fine. Can you share what you understood? Okay, I will tell you the answer. So 2016 is not answer. So whatever the ways by which we have gone in earlier two examples, by that particular logic, 2016 must be coming. But now I'm saying that it is not. So I will say you, okay, Kadam has written both the things. Fine, that's right. So 2011 is the answer. So can you come across option C? Okay, number of all days of 2006 will be okay for the 2011. Also the answer. Yes, we have to. Okay, let's go through. So what is given to you? Okay, why not 2022? Okay, if it could be, I think 2023, then it could be, but uh, may not be 2022. Let's find, right. That's a good question. Okay, first, so 2005, right. I'm going to tell you how to tackle these kinds of questions. So 2005 is the given year, right? First, find out whether it is leap year or not. Mostly, it is always a non-leap year, right? So it is a non-leap year. Now, straight away, see the options, right? So if there is option of, let's say, the difference between the given year and the given option. So if 2005 and the given options are after 2000, which will be coming after 2005. So it should be plus 11 or plus 6, right? Vice versa, the difference between the one of the options and 2005 should be minus 11 or minus 6, right? Now you got, so 2005 plus 11 is 2016, 2005 plus 11, right? Only this one, right? And 2005 plus 6 is again 2011. So that means you have probably only these two answers. So last one is not, right? Again, this will not be considering right now. Fine. So 2016 and 2011 could be your probable answers. Now, only one thing is that after adding, right? Here I will write. Okay, I will write it down. Add now, since it is next coming year, right? So add either plus 11 or plus 6 to the given year. Now you have performed the addition, right? The result, okay, check. The result is leap year or not, right? Straight away, first you should add plus 11, right? Then 2005 plus 11